Hello and welcome to Raju Notes channel, your pit stop for weekly current affairs updates. The updates tailor-made for students taking all kinds of competitive exams like UPSC, civils, defense and placement interviews. Please subscribe to the channel and stay updated every Sunday. Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp parent company Meta has announced a new 50,000 kilometer undersea cable project, Waterworth, aimed at enhancing digital connectivity between India and the United States. According to Meta, Project Waterworth will provide industry leading connectivity to US, India, Brazil, South Africa, and other key regions. A company spokesperson said this investment reaffirms Meta's commitment to economic growth and digital inclusion, supporting India's thriving digital landscape and fostering technological innovation. Once completed, the project will span five major continents and cover over 50,000 kilometers, longer than the Earth's circumference, making it world's longest subsea cable project, utilizing the highest capacity technology available. The Brazilian government has announced that the next Brics summit featuring Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, and other members countries will be held in Rio de Janeiro on July 6th and 7th. The summit will include leaders from 20 members and associate countries. The Brazilian Foreign Minister Mauro Vieira said the meeting will focus on important decisions for economic development, cooperation, and improving living conditions in member countries. The BRICS group, which has expanded to include Iran, Egypt, and the United Arab Emirates, aims to strengthen ties with developing nations and reform global institutions under Brazil's leadership. President of Brazil, Lula da Silva, emphasized promoting trade and investment among members through local currency transactions. Although there are no plans to replace the US dollar, BRICS countries are exploring alternatives. This comes as US President Donald Trump has recently threatened 100% tariff on BRIC countries if they undermine the dollar. BRICS was established in 2009 by Brazil, Russia, India, and China, with South Africa joining in 2010 as a counterbalance to Group of Seven leading industrialized nations. Last year, the bloc expanded by adding Iran, Egypt, Ethiopia, and United Arab Emirates. Saudi Arabia has also been invited to join. Turkey, Azerbaijan, and Malaysia have formally applied for membership, and several other countries have expressed interest. Recently, the bloc welcomed Indonesia as one of its 11 members and Nigeria as partner country, a designation introduced at the summit in Kazan last year. The United States of America has announced that Europe will not participate in Ukraine's peace talks. Keith Kellogg, assistant to the United States President and Special Envoy for Russia and Ukraine, made the statement during the Global Security Conference in Munich, Germany last week. Mr. Kellogg is on an European tour until February 22nd to further President Donald Trump's objective of securing peace in the region. Mr. Kellogg's statement came after Washington sent a questionnaire to European countries asking what they would contribute to security guarantees for Ukraine. Earlier, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky called for European army, arguing that the continent can no longer depend on US protection and needs a strong military to earn respect from Washington. NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte has also argued Europeans to get their act together in supporting Ukraine. Rural Development Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan will inaugurate the National Geospatial Knowledge Base Land Survey of Urban Habitations, also known as Naksha, in 152 urban local bodies across 26 states and 3 union territories in Madhya Pradesh. The program aims to create and update land records in urban areas to ensure accurate and reliable documentation of land ownership. The ministry said this initiative will empower citizens improve ease of living, enhance urban planning, and reduce land related disputes. The IT based system for property record administration will foster transparency, efficiency, and support sustainable development. In a major technological breakthrough, India has developed the world's largest 10-ton propellant mixer for solid rocket motors. The mixer was designed by ISRO's Satish Dhawan Space Center in collaboration with the Central Manufacturing Technology Institute in Bengaluru. The mixer weighs about 150 tons and stands 8.7 meters tall, with a length of 5.4 meter and breadth of 3.3 meters. It ensures precise and safe mixing of solid propellant ingredients essential for rocket launches. ISRO called it as a symbol of India's growing self-reliance in space industry under Atmanirbhar Bharat in Space initiative. The advanced system promises improved productivity, quality, and safety in solid motor production. Equipped with the remote controlled operations, the mixer was handed over to ISRO last week, marking another milestone in India's space journey. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar held meetings with his counterparts from Mauritius, Maldives, Nepal, Bhutan, and Sri Lanka on the sidelines of the Indian Ocean Conference in Oman capital Muscat this week. During his meeting with his Mauritian counterpart Dhananjay Ritesh Ramphul, Dr. Shankar emphasized upon the commitment to further strengthen special bond of friendship between the two nations. It was Dr. Jaishankar's first meeting with Ramphul. The External Affairs Minister, during his meeting with his Maldivian counterpart Abdullah Khalil, discussed many facets of India Maldive cooperation. With his Sri Lankan counterpart Vijay Herath, Dr. Jaishankar discussed wide ranging cooperation between the two nations. He also expressed India's commitment to the economic recovery and progress of Sri Lanka. During his visit to Oman, Jaishankar also met his counterparts from Oman, Brunei, and Iran on the sidelines of Indian Ocean Conference. He also held a meeting with Bangladesh Foreign Affairs Advisor Mohammad Tawhid Hossain. The 8th Indian Ocean Conference is being organized by India Foundation in association with Oman's Ministry of Foreign Affairs in Muscat on February 16th and 17th, 2025. Prime Minister Narendra Modi held talks with Amir of Qatar, Sheikh Tamim bin Hamad Al Thani in New Delhi this week. The talks between the Prime Minister and Amir focused on various aspects of bilateral relationship between India and Qatar. Sheikh Tamim was accorded a ceremonial welcome at the forecourts of Rashtrapati Bhavan. Sheikh Tamim bin Hamid Al Thani reached New Delhi on a 2-day official visit. Prime Minister Modi received him at the airport. The Amir was accompanied by a high level delegation including ministers, senior officials, and business delegations. Trade investments, energy, and technological collaborations will be the top agenda during the visit of Amir of Qatar. India and Qatar share a strong economic partnership with bilateral trade expanding across various sectors. Qatari firms have made significant investment in the country's technology, infrastructure, and manufacturing industries, while Indian companies have established a strong presence in Qatar. As India consolidates its position as a global manufacturing and technology hub, several sectors are offering a promising scope for expansion of bilateral trade in the fields of logistics, ports, airports, railways, and highways, semiconductors, food security, technology and innovation, electric vehicles, and renewable energies. The government has approved the continuation of the integrated Pradhan Mantri Annadata Aay Sanrakshan Abhiyan PM ASHA scheme during the 15th Finance Commission cycle up to 2025-26. With this decision, the government has also allowed the procurement of tur, urad, and masoor pulses under the price support scheme, equivalent to 100% of the production of the state for procurement in the year 2024-25. It will help in farmers' contribution to enhancement of domestic production of pulses and reduce the dependency on imports. Union Minister for Agriculture and Farmers Welfare Shivraj Singh Chauhan has also approved the procurement of tur pulse in Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Haryana, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Telangana, and Uttar Pradesh under the price support scheme for the Kharif 2024-25 season for a total quantity consolidating to 13.22 lakh metric tons. The ministry informed that the procurement has already started in Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Telangana, and a total quantity of 0.15 lakh metric tons of tur pulses have been procured in these states till 15th of this month, benefiting over 12,000 farmers. India's fourth generation deep ocean submersible Matsya 6000 has successfully completed wet testing at harbour, paving the way for conducting shallow water demonstration at depths reaching up to 500 meters by the end of 2025. To ensure a seamless integration of all systems within its exostructure, the Matsya first underwent a comprehensive series of integrated dry tests over 500-meter operational range. Following the successful completion of these tests, it was transported to the shipbuilding facility at Kattupalli port near Chennai for conducting wet tests and demonstrating the submersible functionality. Under the government's Deep Ocean Mission initiative, the Ministry of Earth Sciences has entrusted the National Institute of Ocean Technology with the designing and developing of Matsya 6000 as part of the Samudrayan project. This cutting edge submersible is engineered to accommodate three humans within its compact 2.1-meter diameter spherical hull, marking a significant milestone in India's ocean exploration capabilities. Mr. Gyanesh Kumar has been appointed the new Chief Election Commissioner CEC, Ministry of Law and Justice announced on Monday. He will replace Rajiv Kumar, who demits the office on Tuesday after attaining the age of 65. Mr. Gyanesh Kumar is a 1988 batch IAS officer from Kerala cadre. He was earlier a part of the Union Home Ministry. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the first edition of the Seoul Leadership Conclave on 21st February at Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. Bhutan Prime Minister Dasho Shering Tobgay will deliver the keynote address as the guest of honor. The two-day Seoul Leadership Conclave will serve as a premier platform where leaders from diverse domains like politics, sports, arts, and media, the spiritual world, public policy, business, and the social sector will share their inspiring life journeys. The conclave will foster an ecosystem of collaboration and thought leadership, facilitating learning from both failures and successes to inspire young audiences. Microsoft this week introduced Majorana 1, the world's first quantum chip produced by a new topological core architecture that it expects will realize quantum computer capabilities of solving meaningful industrial scale problems in years, not decades. It leverages the world's first top conductor, a breakthrough type of material which can observe and control Majorana particles to produce more reliable and scalable qubits, which are the building blocks for quantum computers. In the same way that the invention of semiconductors made today's smartphones, computers, and electronics possible, topoconductors and the new type of chip they enable offer a path to developing quantum systems that can scale up to 1 million qubits and are capable of tackling the most complex industrial and societal problems, Microsoft said. The topoconductor or the topological superconductor is a special category of a material that can create an entirely new state of matter, not a solid, liquid, or a gas, but a topological state. This is harnessed to produce a more stable qubit that is fast, small, and can be digitally controlled without the trade offs required by the current alternatives. The center this week launched an intensified special non communicable disease NCD screening campaign to ensure 100% coverage of all individuals aged 30 years and above. The Union Health Ministry said that the initiative aims to achieve screening of all the individuals for prevalent NCDs, non communicable diseases, including diabetes, hypertension, and three common cancers: oral, breast, and cervical. The reports that the campaign aims to ensure early detection and timely intervention for non communicable disease. India's National Centre for Good Governance NCGC and Sri Lanka's Institute of Development Administration SLIDA have finalized the modalities for implementation of their Memorandum of Understanding to train 1,500 Sri Lankan civil services officers over 5 years. An NCGC delegation led by Director General Surendra Kumar Bagde visited Sri Lanka to firm up modalities. The delegation met key officials including Prime Minister Dr. Harini Amarasuriya and Public Administration Minister Dr. AHMH Abhayratna. Discussions at SLIDA resulted in an agreement to conduct around 8 training modules annually. The MOU was signed between the two countries during the visit of President Aruna Kumara Dasanaike to New Delhi in December 2024. The first training module for 40 Sri Lankan officers will be held soon. Notably, even before the Memorandum of Understandings signing, over 200 Sri Lankan officers had already undergone training at NCGC. India's gaming industry has seen remarkable growth, particularly in digital and online gaming, which has become one of the fastest growing sectors in the country's media and entertainment landscape. To support this growth, the Bharat Technical Triumph program has been launched as part of the Create in India Challenge Season 1. Organized by the Interactive Entertainment and Innovation Council in partnership with the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, the program aims to identify and showcase India's gaming talent on an international stage. The initiatives will culminate at the World Audio Visual Entertainment Summit, also known as WAVES, and the India Pavilion at the Games Developers Conference in 2025, providing a global platform for Indian innovators to shine. The World Audiovisual and Entertainment Summit, WAVES, in its first edition, is a unique hub and a spoke platform posing for a convergence of the entire media and entertainment sector. The event is premier global gathering that aims to bring focus of the global media and entertainment industry to India and connect it with the Indian media and entertainment sector along with its talent. India assumed the chairmanship of the Bay of Bengal Intergovernmental Organization BOBP IGO from Bangladesh on 13th Governing Council meeting in Malé, Maldives this week. The Indian delegation, led by Secretary of Department of Fisheries Dr. Abhilash Likhi, assumed the chair during the event. Dr. Likhi assured that India will diligently work towards evaluating the success of BOBP IGO to new heights. He underscored the importance of regional collaboration and the crucial role India, along with other countries, is playing in advancing the interests of the developing nations. United States National Security Advisor Mike Waltz has urged Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky to tone down its stance and resume negotiations over a mineral deal with the United States. The proposed agreement, which reportedly seeks a 50% share of Ukraine's natural resources, was initially presented by US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent at the Munich Security Conference. However, Zelensky has so far rejected the proposal, stating that he cannot sell his country's assets. Despite that, he expressed his gratitude for US support and said Ukraine remains open to discussions providing the deal includes security guarantees for his nation.
Well, that's all, friends, for this
this week's updates. See you soon next Sunday on the same channel. Till then, take care. Bye bye.